Hi, Bill here. Just doing the second part of my rant. Well, it's not really a rant, it's just a discussion, just really a talk. But it might be little kind of ranty parts in it. Yeah, with the new Transformers Robots in Disguise cartoon coming out, even though it's carrying on from Transformers Prime in some sort of remote way and fashion, I'm just wondering what characters we're likely to see in it. I mean, I'm hoping, because we never got them in Transformers Prime, I'm hoping that we see some city bots in it, like Triptychon and, you know, all these kind of things. Hold on a minute, I'll show you. Aye, like this, that's just a kind of mock-up of if Triptychon was in Transformers Animated, you know. So if we had something like that in the new Robots in Disguise, it would be pretty cool. Either Triptychon or Fort Max, or even well, Metroplex. That's what it would look like if it was in Transformers Animated. But obviously in Robots in Disguise it wouldn't look that different. But we've had a Metroplex, Generations Metroplex toy, so I doubt they're likely to do another one quite fairly soon. And Omega Supreme. Now, I'd love to see these characters, these big, huge, I'll put it back to Metroplex, the big city bots and Robots in Disguise. I'll put it onto that one. You know, the new cartoon. I would love to see them. But the downside is, because it's probably the story makers and producers and directors of the cartoon were involved with Transformers Prime that are now making this show, the writers, you know, and all that. They never had these characters in that show, and some of them were involved, I think, with the live action Bayformers movie, and they never saw these characters in the live action films. I doubt they're going to put these characters into this show, and at the end of the day they'll probably turn around and if we've got to do this, it means there's a good possibility we'll have to get a toy released of that. I'd love to see a Fortress Maximus, Omega Supreme and Triptychon toy. It's the one thing we haven't got in recent years. Yes, there's that Infinitor, but that's third party. But you know, one of a toy line from a show like this we haven't had in recent years. So I would, because we never got the, hold on, in Transformers Animated we never got Omega Supreme toy. I think there was a fan made one that someone designed and built, but there was never an official release of the Omega Supreme toy from Transformers Animated. We never got that. So I don't know what characters will come into this new show. It'll be interesting to see. I know it hasn't even started yet. We've had episode guides of it, so you know of what's coming up. It doesn't look like any of these characters are going to appear in. I don't know how many. I don't know how many episodes that the episode guide cover. I think it's the first 5, 6, maybe even the first, I don't know, 4, 5 or 6 episodes. I can't remember. I swear I'd seen it on the internet, but they certainly don't reference any of these big guys appearing in it, so I doubt that's going to happen anytime soon. But I would love to see it, and I'd love to see the toys of it appearing. I think that'd be pretty cool, getting an Omega Supreme, Fortress Maximus, or Triptychon toy. I mean, from Fall of Cybertron we got the Generations Metroplex, but we never got Triptychon from that line. So, you know, well, we did get the Omega Supreme one, but it was a kind of third party type figure, and we got it was just a redeco of the Transformers Energon Omega, you know, to look like the Fall of Cybertron one with kind of add-on bits and that kind of thing. You know, the one that's the Year of the Horse when it came out. That would look like the Fall of Cybertron, War for Cybertron Omega. So that's the only things we've had. It's close to it, but they weren't official toys. They were just kind of, I think they were kind of, well, they weren't really third party because it was just a kind of redeco, but it was kind of third party-ish redeco, I think, as far as I know. But you know, we haven't had these official toy lines of these cartoons of these big figures coming out recently, so, or will be coming out. It may happen, but I'm hoping it does. I'd love to see them, but it's what their design would look like, you know, that's the only problem. So, you know, Dallas, of course, you'll comment below in my video, as you always do, and tell me what you think in your future videos that you do. Would you love to see these big guys in the Robots in Disguise line, and anyone else that views it? Nobody else comments, so it's pointless asking them, but I know you comment, Dallas, so you can tell me what you think. I'd love to see the toys for them too, you know, but is it going to happen? You know, that's just, it's doubtful, but we'll wait and see. And like you say, you're not that impressed with the Grimlock toy you've got, and one or two others, and the Bumblebee one with the wheels coming off. It just snap on and come off, so you may not like the toy of Omega Supreme or Triptychon or whatever. It may not be any better. We don't want ratchet joints popping out of Triptychon and that if you get the toy. Like happened with your Grimlock, so I'm sure it'd be more sturdily made if it's such a big toy. I'm sure it'd be more sturdily made, but it's just weird that happened with that toy. My Grimlock seems alright, even though Ratchet Joint's kind of silent on one side, more silent on one side than the other, and one leg than the other, but but that's all the problem I've got with mine. Anyway, I'll move on to the next thing. You know how I was talking about the Thrilling 30? When I was doing the Supreme Starscream one, I said what other characters are coming out. Well, apparently I've since looked it up. I should have done my homework before I was talking about that. And apparently, I'll have to lift this up to the... Apparently, they've already had the Thrilling 30 out. There's Generations line they've had, and there's the special toys. There it is, the San Diego Comic Con exclusive Metroplex, and the Beast Hunters Shockwave Lab, Platinum Edition Ultimagnus, Grimlock, Bruticus, Metroplex again. Oh, made a bung of that, man. Acid Storm, Masterpiece Soundwave, Predaking, Optimus Prime, Platinum Edition. You have the horse, see, that's the one that I've, and the Supreme Starscream, that's the one that's out in Toys R Us just now, but the Optimus Prime one still isn't in yet. Age of Extinction, first edition. Available in the US, so you've probably got it over there. Versus Stinger, Strafe, 15, Masterpiece Sunstorm. Yeah, but that one's in, as you've seen in my videos, it's in Toys R Us. Predictabots, Slag Generation 1 Redeco, Amazon exclusive, Platinum Edition Breakout Battle, the Knights of Unicron set, Leader Class Jetfast, I haven't got that one. Bumblebee, Toys R Us exclusive, Optimus Prime 2-pack, Toys R Us exclusive. There's the Grimlock 2-pack, the Slug, these are all Toys R Us exclusive straight. Masterpiece Prowl, I'll try and make that clearer if I can. There it is. I'll go back. I read it out anyway. Smashing Chainsaw Knight, Optimus Prime. Target exclusives in the US, so we don't have them. Silver Knight, Optimus Prime. We might actually, because we have Tesco over here, supermarket, so they might, I think they have got some of the Silver Knight stuff in. Generation Windblade, a fan built bot. So 88 cents for Optimus Prime, identify as 1413 Hasbro. So it seems like most of these have come out in some way, shape or form. The fan built bot's Wingblade, which I think you've got anyway. Oh, it doesn't show it, but you've got that anyway. So there we go. But some of these are Toys R Us exclusives. I didn't realise the Throne 30 was out. I was hoping to get a Triptychon and an Omega Supreme and a Fort Max, but no, it doesn't look like it. And Predacons Rising Predaking. Beast Hunters, I've got Predaking. Oh, I haven't got the Construct Box one. I haven't got the Construct Box one, so I don't know where that one went to. So I don't know where that one went to. So that's for that. But and you've got the Generations one. I can bring it up, hold on. Right, here's the Generations one. Some of these you'll have as well, Dallas 6 and whoever. Cybertron and Bumblebee, War for Cybertron, I've got that. And Optimus Prime, I've got them. Big Bad Toy Store. Cybertron and Megatron, haven't I got? That's him there. And there's this thing's. You've got Cliff Jumper, Dirge, Blur. Oh, I missed a lot out. Cybertron, Dark Mount, Red Alert, Dirge, and there they are there. Now, that's one I don't have, is Warpath. You've got Scourge, Sergeant Cup. Sergeant Cup came out over here actually. Thundercracker, Wheeljack, Reveal the Huge, Warpath, there it is. Junk Heap, Reveal the Shield, Wrecker, Sky Shadow. But I haven't got that Warpath. That Warpath pretty neat. You've probably got it, Dallas. I've obviously got Ravage, Frenzy. These Data Disc came out. I've got obviously the Eject, Autobot Rewind, and Ramhorn. I've got that Optimus Prime. Deluxe Class, Cybertron, Jazz, Shockwave, Onslaught, Bruticus I've got. And these are Combaticons, I've got them. Bruticus. Oh, and there's Kickback, Starscream, Ultra Magnus. He's just a retool of Optimus Prime. Here read Shockwave. That's it. It's, remember I said the Fall of Cybertron, or War for Cybertron Shockwave I showed you. That's what it is. It's Air Raid. It's a recolour. It's retool of Shockwave. That's the one. But I don't have that recolour. Just got you got Onslaught, retool of Roadbuster, Autobot Will. See, that's a Soundwave there, but I've got the recolour of him as Blaster, because there's him and there's Blaster. There it is, Autobot Blaster, retool of Soundwave with Steeljaw. I've got that one. That's the one I've got. And Grimlock. I've got the Grimlock one too. From the 30. Optimus Prime, Roller. I've got him. Megatron, Shop. No, I don't have him. That must be him there. Megatron, Chop. Yep. No, don't have them. Acid Storm, Vein, Gears Eclipse, Nemesis Prime, Redeco of Optimus Prime, and Cliff Jumper, Suppressor, Redeco of Roller. So I don't have them. Tail Cutter, take it that's him. Orion Pax, I've got Orion Pax as you know. Hoist, Thundercracker, Dreadwing, retool of Megatron. That's the one. It's Dreadwing. It's the retool of IDW Megatron. He's the recolour. I've got the IDW Megatron, but I don't have the... I'll just show you actually, I've got him here. That's him. There's IDW Megatron. There's a recolour of that, and I think that's what that is. It's Dreadwing. I saw him at Glasgow Comic Con, but I didn't bother picking it up because I've got IDW Megatron. Waspinator, haven't got. Skids. Goldfire, retail of Bumblebee, nope, don't have that. Armada Starscream, Skywarp. Minicon Assault Team I've got. There's some of the figures there. I didn't get Rat Trap. And there's Wingblade. I'll try and put it over here. Tankor I've got. Starscream, Dark Cybertron, Skywarp. I'm going that way. Wingblade, you've probably got Dallas. Nightbeat, I don't have. RC, you've got. Chromia, I don't know if you have. You might have Chromia. Then you get Voyager class. Of course, I've got him, as you know. I don't have Skybite. I don't have Jetfire. I've got this big fella. Wonder who that is. Right, wait. Springer. Blitzwing I don't have because I've got Sandstorm. I'll tell you in a minute why I don't have Blitzwing. Get Sandstorm because I've got him. Double Dealer. He's just a retool of that. Retool of Blitzwing. Yep. I don't have Rhinox. I've got. I don't know if that's out of Whirl. I don't think I've got Whirl. No, Skybite, Roadbuster. You've got Brainstorm. Leader class, Jetfire, I don't have. I don't know if you've got him. I haven't seen you with him yet, Dallas. I don't know if you've got Jetfire. Of course I've got him on Combiner Wars now. Bombshell. I don't know who that is. That's not Bombshell. Doesn't say who it was with Blackjack. I don't know who that is. Powerglide, which I don't know if form's gone a Superior on Thundercracker, Windcharger. Cyclone Blackjack. Chestplate from Huffer. Deluxe class, you get Dragstrip, Skydiver, Firefly, Air Raid, Dead End, Breakdown, Off-Road, and you've got one of the aerial bots there. There's Prime, Optimus Prime, Ultra Prime, Menasor. Oh, now you get Leader Class Megatron, and Armada Megatron, and Thundercracker, Wave 2. Now there's one of the Thundercrackers, I think. I think that's one of them. Then you've got, where the hell's this thing? You've got Metroplex there. Oh, San Diego Comic Con, Bruticus, Window Vortex Blast Off, Metroplex, Redeco Metroplex 2 Gun, 12 miniature figures, Orion Pax Megatron, Bumblebee, Thundercracker Tailcutter House, the Hong Kong ACG Con one, Asian Market exclusives. I don't know what they are, hold on. There's these figures there, but I don't know who they are. I can't bring them up properly. It doesn't. They're too wee to see. Oh, Legend Class. There they are. Blue Streak, Hoist, Motor Breath, Thundercracker, Scout Class, Sandstorm, Laserbeak, Dead End, Cyclone Brawl, Hunt for Cyclone Breacher. And there's someone there. There's Blue Streak, and there's Voyager Class Protect Hotspot, which is just a retool of Inferno, isn't it? Megatron, Leader Class Ironhide, Starscream, other combat hero, Optimus Prime, Autobot Jazz, Thundercracker, Motor Breath, you got Astro Train, Octane, or Tankor I've got, Mirage, Ironhide Hound, Ratchet, got Perceptor, Brawn, or Bulkhead. Brawn, we've one Optimus Prime, which is him there, which I've already got. There's Kickback. I've got on to Kickback in a minute. Aye, that's the Combaticons into Bruticus. There's Kickback. That's a new Kickback, or the fairly new Kickback, because it was February 23rd, 2013. Soundwave, what about, Data Disc. Yes, I had a Data Disc set coming out. Blaster, Steeljaw, that's the one I've got. Cybertron, Starscream, Grimlock, of course, Springer. I don't know who that guy's supposed to be, it doesn't say. It doesn't say who that guy is. Flying Wing, Spreader, Springer, Blitzwing, Metroplex, yeah, I've got them. Rhine Packs, yep. Megatronus, alright. Didn't know they had Megatronus. Well, that's Megatronus. I've got him. I've got them too. But I didn't have them in a pack. They must have came in a pack. Chop Shop and Waspinator. Rhinox. Minicon Assault Team I've got. There they are there. See, there they are there. Exclusives. Magnificus releases Hobby. You might have some of these Fireblast Grimlock. Thundercracker. Because there's oh, I don't belong here, I don't know what that is. Might be Jazz. Oh, it's Jazz, I think. I don't know who that guy is. It's a combiner, obviously. And that's about it. Now, I'll go back up here a minute. God, this thing's going on. Because, as we know, if I can find the bloody thing. Yeah, Leader Class Wave 1 Megatron. Give me a minute. Now, as far as I know, and you Dallas 6, this baby's still to come out. That's the Leader Class Wave 1 Megatron. Because I certainly haven't seen it. I don't know if it already is out. And I certainly didn't see you with him. Unless you have him, I didn't know. But I mean, he's looking pretty smart as tank mode there, isn't it? Pretty cool. It's G1. So that's the big baby that I'm waiting to come. It's waiting to come out. It may already be out. Maybe it is, and I don't know. Or maybe it's still to come out. I wouldn't mind him. So that's for that. Aye, the other thing we're talking about Dallas 6, another video he did, but you don't seem to have the figure for it. We were talking about. Oh God, I'm trying to get this thing. I don't know if you've got this figure or not. I can't get the damn thing right. Oh, hold on. I've got it. The other figure I don't know if you've got is Transformers Prime Hard Shell, because I've got Hard Shell here. See that? I've got Hard Shell. There's Hard Shell. That's Hard Shell. So I don't know if you have that insect. That's on the Insecticon I've got. But what's coming out this year, Legends Class 2015, because you've got one of the new Insecticons already, is Bombshell. Now, I know there's the Rise of the Dark Spark video game, and you can play Bomb, and you can he's one of the end of level bosses, Bombshell. So, but that's him there, as you can see. That's better. It keeps having that weird effect. I'll make that bigger. Hold on. There it is there. There's Bombshell there. He looks pretty cool. And like you say, he's got legs instead of the little skids in the wheels. You know what you've got with the figure that you've got. I think it's Kickback you've got. I don't know if it's Kickback or... Oh no, it's not Kickback, it's Shrapnel. Shrapnel. I think it's Shrapnel you've got. There was a Kickback back there in one of them lists, so I think Kickback's already come out. I was showing about that Thrilling 30. There was a Kickback that came out, but it didn't look very good. But that's Bombshell. That's coming out this year sometime, so you can look out for that if you haven't already got it. It looks pretty cool. It'll go well with what's similar kind of chest. It'll go well with the other figure of this that you do have. I think it's Shrapnel. I think it's Shrapnel you've got. So be pretty cool. So that's that. But I like the only one I don't know if you have is Hardshell from Transformers Prime, which I showed you there. That's the only Insecticon I've got. The other thing I've got, Dallas, which I probably showed you or not, is the Real Gear robots from quite a few years ago. Line, see? There's the camera. I'll not transform, you've probably seen these anyway. And there's the video game one. There's the toaster. See, you can get a little plug on it. There's a toaster. Pretty cool. Oh, there's a little toaster button. There's the game controller. Turns into a kind of gorilla type thing. There's the watch. See? There's the watch. There's the video camera. You can see, you can just get a static picture in there. Video camera. There it is there. Mobile cell phone. Old clamshell type cell phone. There's there. Autobot symbol on it. And the binoculars. Binoculars. So, and of course, this isn't from the Real Gear range, but it's obviously live action Bayformer Frenzy, who's got the disc that shoots out. See, the disc. Put it in there. That's it. Again, I'm not transformed. You either seen videos of them or you've got them, or you know how they work. So, but that's that. So I don't know if you've got any of the Real Gear stuff. And obviously Frenzy isn't part of the Real Gear, but he's a boombox, so you know he's part of these kind of like appliance type robots that turn into Transformers. I suppose you could say Soundwave is as well then, but you could argue that Soundwave is as well then, but there we go. I just thought I'd show you them. Right, I don't know, Dallas, if you've got the WST original G1 Dinobots, but because of the live action, I don't know if it's Dark of the Moon line or whatever, and you can get these with coupled with the recent Dinobots from Age of Extinction. You can get these boxed with them. It's these tiny wee Dinobot figures. That one looks awfully like Swoop, doesn't it? The original Swoop, but they're tiny. And you get this one as well. He looks like one of the other ones. I don't know if it's Slag or Slug or Slog or whatever you call it. That's what he looks a bit like. Oh, he's supposed to be out there. And of course, even though he looks like Beast Wars Megatron, he's supposed to be Grimlock, but he looks more like Beast Wars Megatron. When you transform it, his head forms one of his arms, so it does actually look more like Beast Wars Megatron than the near teeny. And you can just, for comparison, I think he's a deluxe size figure, Hardshell from Prime, so just shows you how small, how tiny these are by comparison. So there you go, that's something else I've got. I haven't got the original WST Dinobot, but I've got these. Right, the other figure you were, this is just how you were talking about joints, you know, on your figures. and they come away easily. It wasn't just ball joints, it's that other kind of circular joint. Well, and you see they come away in your hand easily. This is one example, is Ransack. You know, this figure, Ransack. I think he's from the live action Bayformers line, toy line that came out, because a bunch of toys came out and never appeared in the movie. I think he's from that, one of them lines. So I'll show you in a minute what I mean about that. Aye, there's Ransack there. I don't know if I got transformed properly, but I'll show you what I mean in a minute. Is that he's got a joint, he's got that kind of swivel joint and about there. So I don't know if I can hold the light up to this. Hold on. Oh, I don't think I can, but I'll try and do it. He's got a kind of swivel joint in there, as you can see, in there, and it tends to come out, that one, in there. He's got one of them for a waist, and it comes out easily. Now, I'll try and show that. See? Hold on. See? That's a swivel joint in there we're talking about. It comes out easily, and that's his waist. So you rotate the waist, it just rides out of that housing, and that disc joint there. I'll show it again. See, it just comes out easily. That's it there. See, that's the kind of one you were talking about. It just rides out of there very easily, out of that housing. So, and that's his waist. That's that guy's waist. It's a bit stupid to have that for a waist. You rotate it, it just slides out of there. It just rides out of there. He has got ball joints on. They come off easily, as you can see. I've hardly used a finger to pull that one off. So the ball joints on Ransack are not very good. See? So they just kind of come off easily too. So that's one figure that I can definitely say has got a problem that you have described on the previous videos about these things and the ball joints, because this one just falls apart on you in the same way that you were describing Dallas. So Ransack's not very good, unfortunately. Especially having that for a waist. Come on, you know you're going to swivel the waist to turn it, to make the legs appear and whatever, you know, and it's going to ride out of there. So that's obviously that. I'll move that aside. Lots of other things to talk about. Because you've got Bumblebee, I'll start again. Because you've got RC, or two RCs, and you've got something that's pink, and I don't know if it's pinky white. Is it kind of pink and white? The only pink and white thing I've got is them. Yep, ice cream. You know, these two, I've forgotten their names again, but you know who they are. You're the same, you can remember the Insecticons' names. So there we go, but that's them too. I've got the pink and white ice cream truck, so that's pinky whitey type thing. You know, I was going on, I had Stratosphere. The other jet I've got, and it's quite a nice jet, it's like a Boeing 737, is this one, which is, I think it's Skydive. I'm not sure if it's Skydive. It's definitely named after one of the aerial bots. I know that. He's quite a nice figure. Again, he's from the Transformers. I think he's got. I think that bit's metal in there. That yellow bit. You know, one of the live action line, the live action Transformers lines, toy lines. I don't know if it's Dark of the Moon or whatever. I think it might be Dark of the Moon line or something like that. Aye, that's quite a nice figure. There he is. I'll put the light on it. It's quite nice. I think that yellow bit in there's metal, if I remember rightly. I think it's metal. That's quite nice. It does represent a kind of Boeing 737 type plane, because it's got the two small jets on it, and the wings, and it does. It's reminiscent of a Boeing 737. So that's quite nice, the skydive, so I like that. Other Optimus Primes I've got is these from, again from, I think it's Dark of the Moon or something like that, or maybe it's one of the other lenses, these Optimus Prime ones where they can convert into this, is it like an exo battle suit or something like that? You know, the trailer. And I've got that version as well. That's Battle of the Moonlight. I'll actually show you what these are in a minute. I've got it, picture of them. It describes what they are. But they're pretty cool. And with that one, you get, whoever that is, to go on, and you get a small ratchet from a movie line. You get a small ratchet. There's ratchet there. Ratchet with that one. But I'll show you what they are in a minute. The darker one I've got is this one, Battle in the Moonlight. Optimus Prime, Ratchet, and it's Crankcase. That's the other fella's name. It's also about Ratchet and Crankcase. And that's hold on. And I was right, it's Dark of the Moon. It's from the Dark of the Moon series. Aye, because there it is, Optimus Prime armoured weapons platform. There's Ratchet there, and Crankcase there. It turns into that there. The battle base mode. You get him standing behind it. And the other one, also from Dark of the Moon set, is Optimus Prime armoured weapons platform. And there he is there, that's the one I've got. That's him there. Forms that, and he turns into a kind of battle suit, kind of mech type battle suit, or exosuit, sorry, exosuit. It's a kind of exosuit he turns into. These guns there, and it fires a missile there. So that's the two that I've got of them. They're pretty cool. I rarely have them in exosuit mode. It's a wee bit fiddly to get them all open and get them back closed again and have that bit on top there. It's kind of fiddly. I don't know if you've even got these Dallas. It says 3 in 1, so I take it it's because it does that mode, and that mode. It's 3 in 1. You can use it with the Cyberverse figure, because it's Cyberverse. I forgot to tell you about that, Cyberverse. The other one's Cyberverse as well, obviously. So they're Cyberverse size figures, so you can use them with the Cyberverse size figures. So any Cyberverse could probably fit in there, you know. But there we go. But that's that. So that's what I've got. I've had them for a while. Let's say I've really transformed. I've kept them in truck mode. They look pretty cool. Okay, that's me for that. So you can let me know what you think, Dallas, of the things I've just talked about there, and what you think characters are coming up in the new that series. You can tell me what new characters you think come up. You like to see Metroplex, Triptychon, Omega Supreme, Fortress Maximus. Do you think that'll happen, or do you think the writers, because the same writers carried over from Prime, they didn't have those characters in that, they'll not have them in this? You can let me know what you think, Dallas. I'd like to see them, but I hope they release a toy line of them. Like I said, they didn't do that with Omega Supreme and Transformers Animated. They never released a toy of Omega from that cartoon, even though they released other figures. But you can let me know what you think, and other people. But like I say, other people just tend to watch the videos, but they don't comment on them. Obviously, I'm not that good at these videos that I can reach the calibre that they're able to comment, you know. So there we are. But that's just them, Dallas. It's, you know, they're the ones losing out and trying to comment. So that's all I've got to say on that. But I just thought I'd do another wee rant and just see. Mostly it was to do with this Transformers things and what characters are going to appear in it. I just thought I'd show you these other figures too. Air raid's pretty nice. I like the 737 kind of you know, military radar type thing. You take that radar dish off, but aye, it just shows you nice jets there. I don't know if you've ever got that, or if you've got it. And a few other figures in there, and I didn't even know the Thrilling 30 had finished, because a lot of these special figures, a part of the 30, we never got released in the shops or in stores or whatever. So you only got them at Comic-Cons and things like that. So I'm a bit disappointed in that, because we could have done with a Triptychon in that Throwing 30, and Omega Supreme in it, and maybe a new Fort Max. But there we go. Just shows you. Anyway, and you've probably got a number of the figures on that list anyway that I was showing you earlier. If I haven't shaken the camera about too much, like a violent earthquake. But there we go. But that's all I've got to say in that. Like I say, Ransack's the only one that I have issues with. The others, touch wood, I haven't had any problems with. The things popping off, the joints popping off. Ransack's the only one. And having it as a waist joint, it's just weird. So if you don't have the figure, I think you'd be glad of it. You don't have it. Just fall apart in your hand. But that's about the only one that I've had an issue with so far. You do get them that pop off on occasion when you're transforming it. You have to turn the arm the wrong way and it pops out. But that's about that, really. I better finish this because this thing was cut out mid-sentence and you'll not hear the rest of it. Okay, right, well that's me for my second rant. I don't know what the rest of you think. Everyone else out there thinks. They view my videos but they don't bother commenting. It's weird. It's weird. Weird. They're a weird bunch. Okay, I better go. I've got to get my tea on because it's tea time here. Bye. See you later.